What's up, everybody? It's Kilo 420 Grant here, and we're going to talk about the Vamo. As you can remember, if you watched my last videos, I was talking about I ordered a Vamo, and I've been waiting on it. Ordered on the 1st of April. I'm not sure what. It took around 21 to 22 days, or 20 to 22 days to get it. And I know a lot of y'all probably thinking, wow, well, that took a really long time. But I mean, I ordered it from China, so it does take a little bit. But the reason I did order it from China, as you can tell, is because obviously not for the shipping, but if you look anywhere else on American websites that do carry a Vamo, not exactly where all carries them, but I think Vapor Phoenix, maybe Vapor Alley, they're usually around. I think the lowest I've seen on American websites is $44 to $56, and that's for the stainless. I mean, even the lowest is only 44, and that's on some. Some of them, the lowest is 54. But anyway, I paid $26 for my Vamo, which it came in a little crappy kind of white cardboard box, which was about the size of my Vamo, and it was only about that wide. It was literally a bigger version of this box right here. So I wasn't really impressed by the packaging. I didn't know exactly what I paid for and got myself into. But I got it out, man, and this is a sturdy, really sturdy mod. I mean, it feels really well made and machined. I don't have no problems with it. I like the way it looks. I don't have any kind of negative thing to say about the way it looks. I think they could have made the vent hole in the bottom a little bit bigger, but I mean, that's not a big deal. It's not even really a problem, but the button's real nice and clicky. This thing is a fingerprint magnet, though, if you get the chrome like I did. I think stainless probably be the same. It's a little gunmetal. It's just the finish, and it is that slick mod that just slides down your fingers, but that don't really bother me. I actually kind of like it, because I mean, if you're holding your mod, you're not going to be holding it, you're just letting it drop down as you're hitting. But anyway, man, this is my first real mod. And trust me, after this one I will be getting a lot more, making reviews on them. Before this one, I did have the Elite battery, which right now it looks a little different because it's actually got my tank adapter on it that I ordered also from Vapor Break. So I think in all from Vapor Break I ordered a battery charger too for my batteries. It cost me like 30 bucks. There's my Elite, there's my tank adapter, paid $1 for it. Not bad. I mean, Vapor Break really does have a lot of great deals, and I wouldn't advise you to buy from them unless you didn't mind waiting. If you don't mind waiting, you say you already got a couple things that you're vaping on now and you're satisfied with it and you just want to try some other stuff, well, I mean, they got a V8 gripper on there for, I think it's $18, which is a V8 gripper is what it's called. They got the V6 on there. I think the V6 is 17, the V8 is 18. The V8 will tell you the ohm resistance. It is a variable volt device. I'm actually thinking about ordering one myself. The Vamo was 26. Just the body, I think they do have a starter kit on there for $40. The Lambo's on there. I think a telescope mod. All of them really cheap. Super cheap price. I think there's even a tank on there, like a DCT tank, for $3. I mean, you can't beat this stuff. I mean, you do have to wait. But I mean, if you ordered a big bundle thing of a lot of stuff you wanted just to try, I mean, yeah, you get it maybe. Some people actually get their stuff in 10 days, just depending on where you live. I live in Alabama. It took me 20 to 22 days, which is not bad. If you work and stuff, the time will fly by. But anyway, I'm going to talk about my Elite. I'm going to talk about my Vamo, which sitting beside each other, even with my this is XL, yeah, XL Cardo on my Elite, it is still not actually, it's almost the same size. The Vamo is huge, really big difference in size. It's a 450 mAh battery. This one holds a 18350 or a 18650. I think it might actually hold some other kind of battery, but I'm not sure what it's called. Mine is currently in the long body with the 18650. But anyway, let's see how it hits real quick. I'm going to borrow this Cardo off of my Elite battery and stick it on here. I love these XL Cardos, man, and I'm rocking the drip tip that I got from Value Vapor when I ordered I'm not even sure what I ordered from them. But they did hook me up with a drip tip, one cardo, and something else. Some candy. That's awesome. I'm smoking vanilla right now, or vaping vanilla from saveasmoker.com. It's not the best juice in the world, but it is locally owned, or they have it locally where I live in a store. So it's really easy just for me to go down and pick up a bottle and come back. I ain't got to do that waiting. But I do have a bottle of some juice I'm going to try out on the way. Some lemon head. Don't know how it's going to be, but it's worth a shot. Awesome. I'm actually rocking it at 8 watts. But anyway, we're going to get into the features on it. I'm just going to switch the camera angle and we'll let you see what's going on. This is a variable voltage and wattage device. In volts it goes up by 1.0 increments, and in wattage it goes up in 5. Wattage it goes from 3.0 to 15 watts. Voltage it goes from 3 to 6. And of course, just like any other kind of mod, if you click past 6, it will round it back down to 3. If you cut off your mod and it's on volts, I actually think it will reset it and put it back at the lowest, which will be 3. On wattage though, if you pick a watt and or wattage and you stay at it, say like 7 or 8, you cut off your mod, leave it there for about a day or two, it's still going to be there when you cut it back on. It will be at the same when you left it on. This does have an ohm reader, but we're going to talk about that in a second and let you see it. Anyway, alright, we're going to show you how to cut it on. 5 to 7 clicks, cut it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clicks, and it will say on. You can't really read it. I'm not sure why. Alright, you kind of see that. Right now I am on wattage. That's 9.5. 9, 8.5. We're going to go to 3. Start off at 3. So your lowest is 3.0. And it will say a W right there on the side. And that's what lets you know you're in wattage. 3.1 or 2. 3, or not 3.2, 4. It goes up in 5s, I forgot. 4.5. 5, 5.5. 6, 6.5. So on, so on. It goes all the way up to 15, which I'm not even sure how that would hit on a 2 ohm cardomizer. Anyway, you can read the ohms on these things with this. So I got the XL Cardo right now. Let's see what it is reading at. Hold it for about 2 seconds. 2.2 ohm cardomizer. Alright. Now say you want to go to, say you don't like wattage. Well, anyway, when you get this device, mine was set already in volts. Yours will probably be the same. But if you are in watts and you want to get back to that, you just double hold both these buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 seconds. Now you're in 3.0 volts. It will say a V beside it. Right one goes up, left one goes down. It goes up in 1s all the way to 6. Click it one more time, it will round back down to 3. Alright, now also another thing about this, there is a setting, we'll talk about this real quick. You hold the left button, it does something to 1, 2, about 2 seconds, tells you your battery life, 3.7 volts, is what I got left. But there's 2 settings this thing has, there's the AVG mode and a RMS mode. Alright, so anyway, if you watch Grim Green's video on it, he'll kind of explain a little more than what I can and go into depth, but he don't exactly cover it all. It's just basically what I've heard, you need to be in RMS, or you want to be in RMS mode. I'm not exactly sure why, but if you go to his video and look in the description, there's a link to this blog where this man talks about it and gets really in depth with it and why to be in RMS. Mine came in already in RMS mode, but for y'all that don't know how to get to it, I'm going to show you real quick. Either hold one of these buttons, don't matter which one. Keep holding, it'll say your ohms. Just keep holding. Keep holding. Keep holding. See, in 01. That is AVG mode. We do not want to be in that, so hold the left. Hold the left button. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 02. That is RMS mode. That is what you want to be in. I know you can't really exactly see it. I'm sorry for that, but this is the camera I'm working with right now. But with this dang XL card of mine on here, man, this thing is huge. It is totally huge. But that's all this says. Really got the voltage, the wattage, and the ohm reader, the RMS mode, and the AVG mode. And then you also got the battery teller, or battery reader. But anyway, I'm going to switch back now. I'm going to continue talking about the review. But anyway, that was it. And like I said, you do got the ohm reader on it, the battery reader, the AVG and the RMS, and wattage and voltage. I mean, this is a awesome mod for the price. I paid $26. I think Z-Max is $89. Lava Tube runs $50 to $40, maybe even $60. Even a Silver Bullet, which is only a 3.7 volt mod, I think it's $90 almost, 100 maybe. The Omega, which is 3.7 volt, runs about the same. A V8 gripper online, if you get it in America, or even a V6 or whatever they're called, they're like $40. This is cheaper than all of them, and you get more, or you get the same. You get the same as a Z-Max, the exact same as a stylish look. It's not bad. It's very well made. This is metal. This is metal. Anyway, it's machined very well. It does have a little brand on it, since I got it from China. But I mean, dude, this is an awesome mod. I would totally recommend this to anybody for their first mod. It's a big step up from the cigarette style, which I did start off on. I started off with a store-bought 21st Century, and it got me off cigarettes, man, for about 2 weeks. And then I was just begging to get something else and just try it out. And so I went to Blues, and I hated them. They were worse than the first cigarette I owned, which were, the damn Blues are $60. This is only $26, man, if you go to the website. I'm telling you to. If not, go to any other website. It's still cheaper than a Blue cigarette starter kit. I mean, in the battery, talk about the battery real quick. Take the end cap off, and some people are talking about the springs are crappy. And Vapor Brake, this is the new spring. I had no rattle with mine. I'll show you when I put it back in there. I'm rocking at 18650 E-Fest 2250 mAh battery. And man, I charged this not yesterday, day before yesterday, and I mean, I'm already only on 3.7 volts, and it started off at 4.2, and it will go to 3.2, and that's when it will cut off. So I've been using this battery for 2 full days, just about it, and this is going on the it's going the 3rd day. So I mean, I'm doing really well with this battery, and it's lasting forever. You got the 18350, which this is that 8W IMR. Both of these are IMR batteries, by the way. I got this one from Vapor Kings. I believe I paid $8. I paid $9 for this at where'd I get this battery from? Don't even know. I order so much stuff, man. I got this from Vapor Alley, actually, I think. Got this from Vapor Kings. It's 3.7. It is a 700 mAh battery, if you can see it. I mean, they're huge. This is a huge battery. I've never had a mod, so I really didn't have no batteries. But anyway, Vapor Brake does sell batteries too, but it don't exactly tell you if they're IMR or whatever they are. But anyway, if you get your Vamo, say you don't have an 18650, say all you got is an 18350 battery, like so. Well, you put this in here, that's just going to be, not working. Not unless you have another one. If you have two, you can totally put 2 of these batteries in there, stack them, and it will work. But say you only got one 18350, or you just prefer to use an 18350 because this is a little long and you don't like how big that mod is. Grab it at the very bottom piece down here. Unscrew it. That part comes off. There it is. Get your 18350. Just like so. Stick it in there. So be careful. careful because this spring, man, this is one springy spring. I actually had it pop off the other day and fly when I was trying to put it on. Now you get the stealthy look. Don't exactly stick out too far. It's just a little bit bigger than my Elite now. It's not a whole lot. I mean, you took off basically that much of your size on it, which is a big deal for some people. They don't want to carry on this big old gigantic mod. But I mean, when you do shorten it and you're using a single 18350, you are getting less vape time, less battery life, depending on how you use it. I usually get, out of this 18350, I've only charged it maybe 6 times. And the first 2 times I charged it, I only got maybe 4 hours of vaping. Pretty decent vaping, not really hard or light vaping. But on the 5th to 6th charge, man, it's like my battery got broke in a little bit. Might have something to do with the cells in it. It lasts about 6 hours now, which is decent. Say I'm going to work or something, this battery will last me all day at work. Same function, same power. This battery right now is at 4.2 volts. So if I crank this up to this 2 ohm cartomizer and put it on 4. Awesome. I don't really like using the volts because I've never had, all I've had is volts or whatever, so now I got wattage, which is variable power. So anyway, man, this thing is awesome. You put it on watts and you pick a wattage you like. And I like 8.5 to 8. So I stick me a drip tip on here. This is actually a Bogue. I think I got it from Vapor Phoenix. Somebody sent me one with some stuff I ordered, and they gave me the free cartomizer and their drip tip, which is pretty neat because I didn't order either one. But anyway, this is a 3.1 ohm cartomizer. Actually needs a little bit of liquid in there, a little dry. But I mean, you put that on there, I don't have to change my voltage is what I'm trying to get at. I just put anything and it will adapt to it. Alright, this is also a new thing I got, and I'm going to have a review of it either on here by tonight or tomorrow. I'm very proud of this tank. I think it just makes my Vamo look great. I mean, it looks awesome. This is an AGR tank. Pretty bad little tank, and I'll tell you where I got it and everything in the next video that I have. But it sits just about flush with it, has a little space in there for it. Awesome. And this is a 2.2 ohm cartomizer, and I was rocking 3 at the same. It will pick a volt for you basically. If you set it on wattage, I'm not sure if it picks voltage for you, but it puts it on the best setting for that. So I mean, if you like 9 watts, you can put anything on there. 3 ohm, a 2 ohm, a 1. I don't know about a 1.5. You could try it 1.7, and it should put it at a decent vape for you. It should be the same consecutive vape every time for every cartomizer, atomizer, whatever you use, clearomizer. Another thing about this, I don't have one on me at the moment. I'm not about to go grab one. This thing does accept the Stardust Go clearomizers for you that do like them in that little recessed area. It does, and this is also a 510 connection. I love this mod. This is by far the best mod I've seen for the best price. Especially if you're new to variable volts and everything, variable wattage, or you just want to, kind of try one out. Even for people that do have them, I mean, I really suggest, getting one of these. I mean, for the price, you cannot beat it. I have not seen nothing else like it for the same price, or even close to the price. Even at $44 or $50, this is still a great buy compared to the Zageli Z-Max is 60 or no, it's like $80, I think. The acrylic, whatever on Mad Babes, is $79. And it's made out of plastic or acrylic material, which I'm not sure how durable that is if you say to drop it or something. This is awesome. Like I said, with the tank I just got it the day before yesterday when I got off work. The chrome on chrome looks really well. Oh yeah, took my battery out. My bad. My bad. Amazing vape. Amazing. I am going to show you something else though about the little tank adapter I got from my Elite. Alright. See, I had this tank that I ordered, and I rocket usually on this one. The only thing is, this is a 3 ohm cartomizer, and this is a Elite battery. I'm not sure exactly what it's putting out, but I know it ain't putting out a lot, and it really don't power it quite well, so I'm going to get a different cardo for it. But it looked a little wonky before, didn't it? And that's what I thought. But now with this little tank adapter on there, I think this thing looks sharp. This is usually the one I use at work. This is what I use at home. There's a big difference in size, battery life, though this lasts pretty decent. But anyway, man, I got this at vaporbreak.com. I will be talking about the tank in my review coming up. And I'm just very pleased with it overall. No battery rattling. If anything, if you hear that, that's my buttons, and very clicky buttons. Awesome. That's it, man. But anyway, like I said, check out vaporbreak.com. You might actually like some of their stuff. There's not a whole lot to choose from, but for the price that they do have this stuff at, I mean, you'd be dumb not to look. But anyway, man, thanks for watching, and I will have a follow-up for the Vamo. So far, I'm very pleased with it. I'm not going to go outside and throw it on the ground, but it is a very heavy mod. Feels very well. That's it. Until then, man, just keep vaping, be safe, and have a great weekend. And I should have a video up by tomorrow, which is Saturday. So